All right, looking at likelihood and probability. If we kind of look at this chart here, one of the ways we do this is we kind of look at it again in between like the chances of it never happening, which would be 0%, or it could be represented by a 0. Or if it's certain to happen, we are guaranteed for it to happen, that would be like 100%, or anywhere from 0 to 1. So if something is sort of unlikely to happen, again, it doesn't have a very good chance of occurring. Something like rolling a 1 out of 6 on a dice. Flipping a coin would be considered an even chance because it's a 50-50. You can get a heads or a tails. There's no advantage one way or the other. And then like likely, because we have 4 blue balls and 1 red ball. So if we were to draw these out of a bag, it would be likely that we would draw a blue one because we have a 4 out of 5 chance. All right, let's take a look. Elisa and Sherry spin the pointer to the right and record the color that it lands on. The table shows their results after 100 spins. How can Elisa and Sherry explain their results? So this looks like we have an even spinner here. Okay, all of the sections are the same size. And then we have a frequency table that gives us our results. So I would say that because this is an even spinner, the probability of spinning each color is 0.25 or 25%. Because 100 divided by 4 is 25. If the spinner spun 100 times, that means each color should have been around 25 hits. And if we look at the frequency table, it does look like, it does seem that the numbers are around 25. There's actually not one single one that is a 25, but they're all around it. Their frequency table shows that it hit red 23 times, yellow 24 times, green 27 times, and blue 26 times. Those are all pretty close to 25. So I'd say that our results hold up with what we were expecting. A 6-sided dice. Again, each side has a different number, numbered 1 through 6. And then we answer the following questions about the probability. So this means, this symbol right means the probability of rolling a 2. So what is the probability of rolling a 2? And again, because a 2 only occurs one time and there's 6 total, our probability is 1/6, 1 to 6, which as a decimal would be about 0.166666 repeating. So we could say it's like 16.67%. The probability that a number is less than 7, well, a dice has numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the probability that it's less than 7 is 6 out of 6, or 100%, okay? You cannot roll a 6-sided dice and get any number that's not less than 7. And it's kind of similar, the next question, what's the probability that you roll a number greater than 6? That's impossible. You can't do that. 0 out of 6, 0%. You can't roll a number that is greater than 6. And the probability of an even number. A number cube has the numbers 2, 4, and 6. That's 3 out of 6, which is like 1/2 or 50%. Marisol designed a spinner for a game. The spinner is fair and there is an equal chance for the pointer to land on each letter. Is the spinner fair? So if I look at my spinner, I have D, C, B, A, E, and A. I notice that while each section is the same, like it's broken up into the same size, we actually have A has 2 sections. So I would say that no, this is not fair because the letter A has a, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Letter A has a 2 out of 6 or a 1/3, 33% chance of occurring, whereas letters B, C, D, and E are only have a 1/6 chance, which again we said was like 16.6%. So because letter A has twice as high of a chance of being chosen as the other letters, this is not fair. And then if we take a look at the last set of different, looks like cards here, what is the probability of selecting a card labeled with a number greater than 3? So again, let's count up our total. You got to have the total number first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 total cards. And numbers that are larger than 3 occur 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 out of 10, 70%. 0.7. Again, all correct ways to describe probability. Selecting a card with a number less than 10. If I look at all of these numbers, all of them are less than 10. So that gives me a 10 out of 10 chance, or 100%. Selecting a card with the number 1 on it. I see one card that has that out of 10 total, which is 10%. And selecting a card labeled with a number greater than 8. I do not see any numbers greater than 8. So in this set, that is impossible, which gives us a 0%.